Even on the weekend, these two are keeping me so busy, and I'm grateful. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and the #1 expert on the It Ends With Us saga. As I told you a few days ago, high school graduate and former cheerleader Blake Lively filed subpoenas against Justin Baldoni and many other parties, wanting a lot of information. She is needing receipts. The former B-lister has filed subpoenas not just against Baldoni, but also the billionaire co-founder of his production company, Steve Sarowitz, his producing partner, Jamie Heath, his publicist, Jen Abel, his crisis PR expert, Melissa Nathan, that digital guru, Jed Wallace, and even more people that work at his production company, Wayfarer Studios. Plus, she's filed subpoenas against phone providers, email providers, and it is exhaustive. The shampoo company owner is asking for call logs, text logs, data logs, and cell site location information dating back to December 1st, 2022. And Baldoni's lawyers think that this is an overreach. Yesterday, his lawyers submitted a letter to Judge Lyman overseeing both consolidated cases in federal court in New York. Baldoni wants to prevent the plantation princess from getting all that she's asking for. Like, why is the Woody Allen apologist asking for location history? How would that impact anything? I don't know that. I really want to know. Can somebody explain to me in the comments section? A lawyer for Baldoni says that the subpoenas, the many subpoenas, are flagrantly overboard, stating, quote, "It is hard to overstate how broad, invasive, and atypical these subpoenas truly are. This is civil litigation, not a criminal prosecution. And the Lively parties are not the FBI." Ooh. As I'm sure you know by now, the up-and-coming wardrobe stylist is suing her director, producer, and co-star in It Ends With Us for sexual harassment and retaliation, a smear campaign. However, he has countered back in his $400 million lawsuit against her and the ex-husband of Scarlett Johansson, claiming that they and her publicist Leslie Sloan were the ones to orchestrate a smear campaign against him. And he provided receipts in his amended lawsuit. And he's also suing Taylor Swift's former bestie for extortion. Explaining why the soon-to-be former actress filed so many subpoenas, her team says that the aim is to expose the full web of individuals involved in the efforts to tarnish her reputation. In response, his lawyers have argued that the uncredited director of It Ends With Us is engaged in a massive fishing expedition. She needs receipts. And in their letter to Judge Lyman, I think Baldoni's lawyer has made a very compelling argument. He says that these subpoenas are, quote, "wildly disproportionate to the needs of the case and unnecessarily invades the privacy of untold numbers of third parties, including family, friends, business partners, and quite literally any other person with whom any of the targets have communicated with over a period of years." Woo! It just got spicier. Wait for it. Baldoni's attorney also says that the subpoenas are a media ploy, given that they were leaked to the press along with a combative statement on Wednesday. His attorney states that that is hypocritical, referring to her team's objections to Baldoni's alleged media campaign, which they're also engaged in a media campaign. Baldoni's lawyer added that they are not objecting to her media statement nor to her use of third-party subpoenas. However, quote, the Wayfarer parties are using such tools themselves, albeit in a far narrower and legally permissible fashion. And now we wait. Baldoni's lawyer asked the judge to address the dispute at the soonest possible opportunity. And of course, the Nepo baby's attorneys have responded to Baldoni's letter to the judge, submitting their own letter. And they also released a statement to the media saying, quote, if they have so many receipts, why are they so afraid to produce them? Why have they not subpoenaed Taylor Swift's communications with her former bestie yet? We need this. A spokesperson for the accused extortionist argues that the requested records will expose the remaining pieces of the story. Quote, Mr. Baldoni and the Wayfarer parties have already admitted that Miss Lively raised concerns multiple times. They have admitted that they created a plan in case she made her grievances public, in which they planned to plant stories suggesting Miss Lively was a bully and weaponizing feminism. They have admitted that they bragged and laughed at how negatively the narrative had shifted against Miss Lively. Pause. He never did that. His publicist and his crisis PR expert did that privately amongst the two of them. He had nothing to do with that. In fact, they included in their amended lawsuit repeated receipts where he was rising above it all. He was way cooler, calmer, collected, and kinder than I would have been against this Z-lister. Back to the spokesperson for the Khaleesi wannabe, quote, they have admitted they bragged and laughed at how negatively the narrative had shifted against Miss Lively and how successful they were at confusing people. They have admitted that they said they started to see a shift on social. No, this is not true. They have admitted that they said they started to see a shift on social due largely to Jed and his team's efforts to shift the narrative, yet they deny that they implemented their plan. They never said that. Lies! What they said was that the narrative started to change organically. That is what they said. That is what their receipts showed. The spokesperson for the Never With Teeth icon wraps up things saying, now they want to block the very discovery that would expose them. If they didn't do it, they would have nothing to hide. All right. You want to play this game? Taylor Swift, get ready. Pull that trigger. Pull that trigger. They are trying my patience. Thoughts on everything that we've learned today, the latest discovery? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments section. And as always, thank you for your support and watching until the very end. You are an A+ human in my book. Mwah!